Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Giants take
So
over.
here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 49 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 3 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Cardinals.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 81, incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He'll air this one out from Mims. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 13 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Point after.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. New York ready to go again offensively. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29.
Number 14.
A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
The kicker.
The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline. Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend. I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and...
So they dial up the blitz on third and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation, but instead they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's first and 10.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now an option play on 2nd down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Taken down at the 30.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football, and he'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. High throw, but he makes the catch. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And inches at the Cardinals' 21-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll air this one out from Mims. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Able to find his man, John Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Giants take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's
caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So we've reached half. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out.
Sanders set to kick off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They're on 20-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd down, it's Burke. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards the pickup there. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2nd down and inches.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah. I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
9-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
The kicker on.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone, and they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 48-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Brings up third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Giants 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
15.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Sanders.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On second down now, it's Burke. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
20-yard line.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
The Giants on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is third and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Brought down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
And it's third down.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
From a yard out, and the Cards continue to pour it on. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
At the 21-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Burke. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The pass. Incomplete in the end zone.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Back to throw again. And they are going
the score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will now a hit and a loose football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about